Imagine walking in the footsteps of ancient philosophers, exploring the stunning architectural wonders of the Acropolis, and indulging in the rich history and culture of Athens. These are just a few of the experiences you can have in just 3 days in Athens, Greece. As the birthplace of Western civilization, this city is filled with a rich history and breathtaking landmarks that will leave you in awe. From the iconic Acropolis to the bustling Plaka district, there is something for everyone in this vibrant metropolis. Before diving in, please smash the like button, subscribe to get more videos like this. If you like my content, you can also support the channel by buying me a coffee. Link in description. Here you can find my 3-day itinerary of this beautiful and ancient city, including the map at the end of the post. Day 1. Taking into consideration that this is probably your day of arrival and that it takes minimum half an hour to reach the city center by taxi, the time during the first day could be quite limited. 1. Metropolis, Athens Cathedral. The interior of the cathedral, Metropolis, reminds some way the Basilica of San Vitale in Ravenna with its Byzantine revival style. The church was built in 1842 and the marble of 72 demolished churches was used to build the cathedral. And the little metropolis church, Agios Eleftherios. This little and precious church of course matches the philosophy of this blog, a small and nice jewel among the higher buildings. Acropolis Museum. The Acropolis Museum is an archaeological museum that shows mostly the findings of the archaeological site of the Acropolis of Athens. Particularly interesting features are for sure the statues from the Parthenon, the statue of Athena, and most of all the caryatides, female figures used to sustain a temple or other buildings. Do not miss also the incredible site of the Acropolis. Day 2. 3. Roman Agora. The original Agora was modified and changed by a series of Roman building, starting with a large concert hall called Odeon of Agrippa, built around 15 BC. The Roman Agora shows interesting buildings like the Tower of Winds, the Temple of the Emperor Adriano, and the ruins of the ancient Forum. Keep an eye on the opening times from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Or Ancient Agora. The ancient Agora is the best-known example of ancient Greek agora and was a large square where social and religious activities, commerce, outdoor theatrical performances, and athletic contests were held. In other words, it was the heart of the ancient city. It is really an interesting place displaying the ruins of the old commercial area, the Stoa of Attalos, where now there is a museum, and the Temple of Hephaestion. 5. Monastiraki. The district of Monastiraki is an interesting district with many interesting shops. In particular, there is an area where to buy souvenirs, restaurants, fancy places where to eat street food and other Greek specialties. 6. National Garden and Zapeo. The National Garden and the Zapeo display the Hadrian's Arch, the Temple of Olympian Zeus, the Zapeo, and also the Parliament. 7. Panathenaic Stadium, Kalimarmaro. Here you are in front of an historical stadium, the Panathenaic Stadium, literally stadium of all the Athenians or Kalimarmaro, beautiful marble, the only stadium in the world built entirely of marble. This stadium was first built by Lycurgos in 330 BC for the Panathenaic Games, and then modified by Herodes Atticus during the Roman occupation. It hosted the opening and closing of the first Olympic Games in 1896, and then used again as Olympic venue in 2004. It is also the last venue in Greece from where the Olympic flame is given to the host nation. 8. Syntagma Square and the Parliament. At the northwestern limit of the National Garden, you can find the heart of Athens, that is Syntagma Square, the heart of modern Athens from both an historical and social point of view, and from a commercial and political factor. Ammonia. Any person in Athens won't recommend you to walk in this district. Located at the northern side of Syntagma, it has the reputation to be not so safe and plenty of drug takers. However, despite its clear state of degrade, it has some parts where there are nice restaurants and also nightlife. If you take some safety precautions, this district is going to be a nice discovery, off the beaten path place. Day 3. An Acropolis of Athens. This site does not need any presentation. It is an ancient citadel located upon a rocky hill, and it is the most famous monumental area in Greece and hosts the symbol of Greece in the world-famous temple called Parthenon. The first fortification was built in 13th century BC, but it was Pericles to give it the most important monuments that we can see now. Other important landmarks are the Theater of Dionysius, the Herodion, the monumental Gate Erechtheion, the Propylaea, and the sanctuary of Zeus Polius. The price is €20 per person, and it takes approximately 2-3 hours to visit it. Due to its importance, there will be many visitors, so get ready to be in queue. 11. Mount Lycabettus. The Mount Lycabettus is a Cretaceous limestone hill in Athens and the highest point where to enjoy the landscape of the entire city. You can have a 360 degrees view over the city, and it has on his top the Agi Isidori, a little white Orthodox church. You can climb it. It takes 15-20 minutes to reach the top, or pay €75 per person and take the Lycabettus funicular. 11. Plaka, a pittoresque district with typical houses and roofs. Plaka is the old historical neighborhood in Athens and has narrow streets and neoclassical architecture. It has a nice atmosphere with nice shops and restaurants. Really recommended a walk over there. Travel tips: how to get to the city center from to the airport. Metro Line 3. It takes approximately 40 min to reach the station Syntagma. Bus. The line X95 connects the airport to the station Syntagma, around 60 minutes for €6. Taxi. The fastest and most expensive way. It takes 20-30 minutes depending on the traffic, and the fixed rate is €38. Best time to visit Athens: from March to May, June, and from September to November due to the nice temperatures. How many days do I need to visit Athens? The ideal length of stay is for sure 3 days. Where to stay? I would definitely recommend the districts of Plaka and Monastiraki. You can reach any monument and places to visit on foot. Surroundings. For sure, the port of Piraeus is the ideal location for your trips to the islands. If you want to visit really close landmarks close to Athens, you can go to the UNESCO World Heritage Site Monastery of Daphne at only 10 km from the city, the Kaisarion Monastery with the serene forest park at 8 km, the archaeological site of Eleusi with its Eleusinian mysteries at 21 km, and the Mount Parnes at 12 km. If you want to visit the famous place of the battle, you can visit, of course, Marathon and its lake. Safety: beware of the Athens street or scam bar. Watch out, because there are men around that, even if you think you are smart or clever, can friendly and politely ask you where are you from and try to help you. Then they ask you if you want to follow them into the bar where they work, and you find sort of nightclub where women approach you and ask for drinks. The bill will be really expensive and you will have to pay immediately, or you could get surrounded by people who threaten you. Street food. Recommended the falafellas, where to eat fantastic falafels in the Monastiraki district. Mediterranean Greek cuisine. Restaurant Atitamos in the district Omonia. Greek cuisine. Restaurant Myandros in Monastiraki. A bit more touristic and with prices on average higher than the restaurants we tried. Normally we spent around €50 in 3. Here the bill was 71, but I have to recommend the delicious moussaka. Want to go to the oldest distillery in Athens? Well, you cannot miss the Bredos bar in Plaka. You can try all the spirits you want, me the Ouzo Gold 42%, and smoke cigars. Another beautiful bar that was close to the hotel with small tables and nice chairs is for sure the Heterocleiton Wine Bar, not far from Syntagma Square. Where to sleep in Athens? The best areas are for sure Plaka, Monastiraki, and Syntagma. Have you ever been there? Please leave in the comments your thoughts. If you like my content, do not forget to buy me a coffee, link in description, to support the channel. Have fun and enjoy this beautiful and ancient city.